Today, I'm embarking on another fun and exciting project in creating a silkscreen printed greeting card. This time, I'll be drawing inspiration from stock photography with the theme of retro automobiles. It's been a while since I last posted anything. Admittedly, I'm behind schedule for two reasons. One, I ran out of emulsion in the last project and needed to order more. And two, I've been focused on improving my WordPress development portfolio. Now that my order for emulsion has arrived, let us dive in and I'll show you what I've been working on. Okay, so here's the breakdown of what happened with this project. I did all this work on the original image to create my outline, to transfer over to my 9x12 watercolor cold press paper. Well, it turns out my eyes are changing and I can't comfortably work at this scale. So either I rearrange my whole workspace or I just try something different. I've decided to abandon the painting and press forward with working on this digitally to create a silkscreen print. If you haven't had the opportunity to experiment with Photoshop's neuro filters, I would highly recommend to take a couple of hours to play around with the different options. I'm finally learning how to use a drawing tablet, and it's a little bit frustrating because I'm not able to achieve the line stroke that I'm hoping for. I don't know why I expected it to be a perfect transition, but I still managed to achieve an illustrative outline, which appeals to me nonetheless. I'm actually going to export this outline as a PDF. I think this would also make a great coloring page, so if you're interested, be sure to download this for free from my website. The QR code should bring you there, and I'll also include a link in the description. The image itself is stock photography from unsplash.com, and I'll also link that in the description as well. So my initial gut says, hey, I want this outline to be my black plate. But now I'm reconsidering my choice. It may be fun to experiment with some different options here. For the first plate, the base layer, I'm saving this as a bitmap image, halftone with an output of 230 pixels per inch. The frequency is set to 55 lines per inch. These are the ideal or textbook settings for my setup, particularly because my silkscreen's mesh count is 230, although my reference source is ChatGPT, so take that as you will. For the second plate, the top layer, I'm saving this as a bitmap image also. My thoughts are that they should offset enough that there is a balanced variation between the two colors. We'll see. Before I start processing, I need to clean the silk screens from all my previous projects. It took almost a full day to clean these 6 screens. Wearing protective gloves, I'm using emulsion remover, a blue scrub pad, and a sponge to saturate the entire surface on both sides of the screen. Once all of the emulsion has been scrubbed away, I allow the screens to fully dry before applying the dehazer. This removes any ghosting that's left behind. Finally, I wash my screens with dish soap. Dish soap is a degreaser and should remove any of the remnants of chemicals that I used, ensuring that the screen is completely clean. In the darkroom, I'm applying emulsion using an emulsion scoop. I'm only applying this to one side of my screen. I'm coating all 6 screens, but I'm only using one for this particular project. I'm going to cover and store the rest as not to expose them to any light. While I'm waiting for these to dry is when I begin working on the artwork and print the plates. I'm going to place my template, which is an 8.5 by 11 transparency film printed on my home printer. The ink side of the template is facing the emulsion side of the silk screen. I'm going to place the glass over top, which presses the image flat, and it also disperses the UV light. I position the lamp onto the center of the frame, and I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Being careful not to use too much water pressure, I slowly rinse away the emulsion until the image appears. Holding the frame up to the darkroom light makes it easy to tell where the ink will pass through. The emulsion is a bit drippy on the frame, so I'm going to let this dry and harden and cure overnight. I'm impressed. This appears to have processed exactly how I expected it to, and I'm excited to get started with inking. I am dividing my paper to create 8 cards. Inking. The first layer is black, and I'm going to experiment with different spot colors for the second layer. For my initial plan, I'm using fluorescent pink to start, and then I'm transitioning to a dark red and lastly a fluorescent blue, but without washing the screens between layers. So I should end up with maybe some maroons and purples in between. Curious to see the results. These are fun, but I'm finding the darkness of these images to be just a little too much. I'm gonna try layering these with some different color combinations, still using the same plates, just to see if I can brighten these up a bit. Talk about a change of plans. Sometimes the best ideas come from spontaneity. A change of plans led me to explore different color layering techniques, resulting in combinations that brightened up and transformed the overall aesthetic. This project allowed me to dive deeper into my creative process, explore new techniques, and embrace the beauty of unexpected outcomes. I hope you enjoyed joining me on this artistic journey. Thank you all for watching and supporting my creative endeavors. Remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more exciting projects, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all my latest content. Until next time, happy screen printing, and as always, let's keep the creative vibes flowing.